What is it to feel tired? So many of my friends, they keep telling me it's so difficult. I always feel tired, mentally tired, physically tired. I'm not able to do the activities that I want to do. And as soon as I get up in the morning, I feel tired. When I go to bed, I feel tired. As soon as I have my lunch, I feel tired. So, if you see this concept of being tired, why are people always feeling tired? What is this feeling of tiredness? Now, is it that you're feeling truly tired, or is it laziness, or even worse, lethargy? So, how do you understand whether you're actually feeling tired? And why do you feel tired? And how do you overcome this tiredness? Let me give you a few of my own life experiences. See, I was part of a religious organization some time back, and we were given a lot of practices to do, so a lot of things which normally people wouldn't be doing. So, one such activity was we walked around 80 to 85 kilometers from we just had our breakfast and we started off, and another location was about 80 kilometers away, so we had to walk through the place. So this happened in a city called Belgaum in North Karnataka. So from Belgaum we had to go to another place which was like 80 around 80 to 85 kilometers away, but we had to go walking. And it was summertime, and some of us uh, went barefoot. So we were about 15 of us, I mean, in that particular batch. So some of them went barefoot. I couldn't do the barefoot thing, so I had to wear the chappals, the regular Hawaii normal chappals. There was no specialized walking shoes with cushioning and all that stuff. It was just your ordinary rubber slippers, and you had to walk after having just your breakfast. So there was no lunch, there was no snacks or anything. So we just carried our few things, like just a water bottle, and we had these kurtas and pajamas. So there's no specialized, so to say, walking gear or anything. And we just started off in twos. So 85 kilometers from morning, it took us almost 7 o'clock to reach the evening 7 to reach the destination. There we went, we slept, we had our dinner and we slept. And the next day, after breakfast, we walked back the entire distance back to our hostel. So you can imagine around 200 kilometers in 2 days approximately. So what happened was the next 4 to 5 days we were dead tired, literally dead tired. We couldn't walk, our legs below the knees were literally shivering. So we had to rest for almost 3 to 4 days. We were all on bed rest. So this we thought, okay, this is part of one experience, and in the subsequent months we had another experience, in that we had to sit in one place in Sukhasana and meditate for about 8 to 8 hours in a day. So we have our breakfast, then we do our morning chores. There'll be a little bit of washing and cleaning and stuff, and then we have to sit for meditation. So after every hour, you get a break of 10 to 15 minutes where you can just walk around, come back, and sit. So this we did for again 3 days. So it was a course on meditation, on Buddhist type of meditation. So what we realized was after 4 or 5 hours, we were again feeling very tired. It was like, no, it's a nice breezy place with a nice fans running. and a nice location. It was little interior on the outskirts. So everything was so nice and beautiful. The environment was great. But we just had to sit and meditate. Even there, we felt tired. Then there was some realization which came to us. Come on, what's this? You walk the whole day, you feel tired. You're sitting comfortably in a cool environment and just closing your eyes and meditating. Again, you feel tired. So, what is this tiredness? That is where we realized that, of course, your body will get tired, but more than your body, it is your mind. It is your mind which tells you you are tired. So, how do you overcome this? What is the primary cause for this tiredness? If you ask me, with my experience, I would say the random thoughts. Your mind gets tired before your body. So, it is the mind that gets tired first. So, why does it get tired? There is a research that says in a day there are about 50,000 to 60,000 thoughts that go in your mind. So, can you imagine 60,000 thoughts in a single day? Of course, guys, your mind will get tired, and that tiredness will be seen in your physical attributes. So, how do you overcome this tiredness? Let me give you a simple tip. First thing, try to reduce those 60,000 thoughts. Of course, you can't reduce it manually. You have to unwind. You have to do nothing for some time during the day. So, nothing in the sense, no thinking, no screen time, no reading a book, no listening to music, nothing. So, the more you get used to this feeling of nothingness, your thoughts will reduce. I ask many of my friends, you have 24 hours in a day. How much of that time is given exclusively to yourself? That is, no taking care of parents, no taking care of your kids, no being spending time with your spouse, no taking care of anything, no watching TV, no reading a book, nothing. You just be with yourself. How much time do you spend for that? Unfortunately, they couldn't even say, I spend 1 minute for myself. 24 hours. They've been working constantly, serving others, helping others, but first, we should learn to serve ourselves. Spend time with ourselves. That is the first step towards nothingness. And nothingness is the first step towards relaxing your mind. And once your mind is relaxed, you will be surprised at how your body also syncs with your mind. And this entire practice will help you being more energetic. You can do whatever activity you want and still feel energized and aware. More in the next video. Blessings of the universe.